things to do in all of college football is win on the road. When you're a ranked team going into a hostile environment, these fans are ready to knock them off course. Welcome, everyone, to the shores of the Tennessee River, Neyland Stadium, home of the Volunteers. As we'll see a squad from the SEC, the Texas A&M Aggies, taking on a fellow SEC opponent, the Tennessee Volunteers. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth, as always, by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's tee this one up. The Vols will put it away to start the game. On the run from inside his own 5. Couldn't find a way to create that broken field as he stopped at the 25. So the Texas A&M Aggies offense will go on the attack first. Every team has impact players. What traits are you looking for when it comes to players who can make an impact, David?
Well, obviously, you want the main things, right? Speed, physicality, like all power. All those things are really, really good. But you also need guys that will hold people accountable, guys that will lead. And it's nice to have those guys on your team. They're the leaders of the team, and they're the best players.
And part of the reason why they're leaders is because these guys galvanize their teammates, right? We've seen time and time again, these dudes make plays, and it just sparks the sideline. It sparks the coaching staff. It sparks the fans. They're special players, and they all have to play well together.
Guys, let's take a minute here and talk about Texas A&M. Every team needs those big dudes up front, and man, they got a baller from the high school recruiting ranks. Big 4-star D lineman. David, what's his adjustment going to be like?
Well, you see the excitement from the fan base and the reaction. It's all over the place, and you understand why. Because just being able to have that size at that position, play the defensive line, is so important for these college teams. He'll fit right in.
They're going to ride this running back. There he goes. Nice pickup on the ground there, and they'll move the sticks with the first down. This crowd going to try to make life miserable for these guys. Use the play fake, now to throw. It's incomplete, and that also might be what is called a learning experience, and one this freshman got away with. Guys, let's take a second here and think about Texas A&M. Not sure if you guys saw this, but they had a big-time 4-star running back give a verbal commitment last week. What's his transition going to be like, David?
First of all, everybody saw it. It's all over social media, right? The excitement of landing a guy of that caliber. And just, I mean, that creates excitement in the whole recruiting class in this next cycle.
One of the things you love about this running back is not only can he run between the tackles, but he's also a weapon in this offense, catching the football.
Neyland Stadium, alive, a cauldron of orange noise on third down. Here he goes breaking the pocket. And that's incomplete, a defender all over him, knocked the ball to the ground, fourth down coming up. Texas A&M will have to boot it away. Looks as if they might have a little something going on that drive, but they'll have to kick it. So the Tennessee Volunteers offense will go to work for the first time. And they're going to have to contend with a secondary that is one of the best in the nation, Jesse.
And they're a complete secondary, too. When you watch them on film, they're very good defending the pass in coverage, and they can play man and zone. But I like them, David, because they're not afraid to put their face in the fan. Everybody in the back end likes to tackle and likes to be physical. That's what makes them special.
Yeah, and it's just an elite group in the back end. Multiple guys that win their individual matchups, which makes it hard to run offense. And this is a group that, yes, they tackle well, they see the football well, they break on it well. You better worry about the ground game. You better get some kind of deception going against this secondary.
The defense wouldn't let him loose there, and it was a completion, but they lost yardage.
Hey, on offense, you got to know when the play's over. That one there, nowhere to go with it after he caught the football. You start trying to juke guys, you start trying to run backward. This ain't high school anymore. And you used to be able to make that play years ago. You're not doing it here in big-time college football. You're not good.
You make up the game plan and not a lot on the play sheet for this. Third and long from inside their own 20. The give to the back. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
And I think a lot of people are going to look at that drive, and first of all, the drive was awful. They're all going to look at the drive and say it was awful. But how about the giving up on third down? I mean, you got third and long, you try to sneak a run in, and this drive, this possession, it was disastrous for the offense. And now you just hope you have enough space to get a punt off.
Really good job by the coverage team to make the stop, and that's where they'll put it in play. So here comes the Texas A&M offense back onto the field. They hope to be able to cash in on this drive, David, after having to punt it last time.
Yeah, and I think this offense needs to start it with the first play. You need to be successful and productive on that first play, and it gets you in less predictable situations.
No doubt, too. Don't you just feel like there's a little bit more sense of urgency on this drive? It just feels like they...
And he strides his way into the end zone. Touchdown, Aggie. Setting up for the extra point after the first score of the game. And the PAT makes it 7-0.
This offense is so explosive, they can change the scoreboard in a flash. You just saw that on that drive.
And he's coming out of the end zone. Not a whole lot of room to operate on that return as the coverage unit was there and ready. Tennessee ready to go to work the Big Orange offense on the field. They went 3 and out on their first possession, now to see if they can be more productive this time around. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
It's hard to run on a defense that comes off the ball like that and runs to the football like that. Good luck, no holes anywhere.
Grab behind the line, it's Hardy. And just a short, safe pass play, they pick up a few. It'll be 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Finds his man, it's Payne. Doesn't quite make it to the first down marker, he's a yard short. The Volunteers send out the punt unit. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. Man, oh man, did that coverage team have its hands full. Well, not full because they didn't get a hand on it for quite a while. Great return there. So the Texas A&M offense returns to the field. Boy, that last touchdown, the one-play quick strike score. Jesse, this offense hoping to keep that kind of explosiveness going.
And I don't know if they're going to get the same looks defensively because of just how explosive that play was, Reese. David, they may be seeing a little bit more off coverage on this drive and maybe some softer boxes to run into.
And when you make that kind of explosive play, you're going to put the defense on its heels. They're going to be a little bit more conservative. So this offensive approach now, maybe I don't have to go deep. I can go a little bit shorter and just make those easy plays underneath.
He'll be forced out of bounds. They'll mark it at the 13.
It's so nice to be an offense on second down in short yardage situations. Why? I can take shots. If I want to, I can just act like I'm going to run and try to get the first down, take a deep shot down the field. I can run the football. The whole playbook is open to my disposal.
He's got his man. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. In their vision of that play, someone would run free after making an easy catch. There was nowhere to run and nowhere to go except down.
Probably looked really good when they drew that one up on the board this week in practice, but obviously a lot more difficult to go out and execute. Give the defense credit. Great stop.
Not a lot of ground to cover and not much to defend. A big 3rd down in the red zone. To the ground to try to move the chains. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Texas A&M.
You just simply can't say enough about this guy and what he has meant to this offense. Big-time players make big plays in big games. He has shown up each and every week. That's his 15th rushing score on the season.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The Volunteer offense is back, and they hope it's touchdown time in Tennessee. They haven't exactly burst out of the starting blocks, and they need to get something together with this possession. Off-play action on first down. They get enough rush, and it pays off. The sack at the 20. And the Volunteers now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. Out of the gun, the running back has it. And this one will be stopped for no gain. Now facing a 3rd and long. They'll send the back in motion. On 3rd and long, doesn't need to take the check down. They recover their own fumble. Somehow, who knows how they got that thing back. And the Vols will line up to punt it away. Texas A&M has the lead at the end of the quarter. They largely dominated this first quarter as indicated by the stats. Just about ready to get things started here in the second. We'll see if they continue to flex that muscle. The Vols will punt it away on 4th down. 3 and out, they got stuck in reverse. They hope the punt can bail them out. He just wanted to get it out of there from his end zone. Gets away from one, finds some space. And the return man is stopped, and that'll leave it up to the offense on the next drive. The Texas A&M offense is back on the field. This has been exactly the way you draw things up, David. The offense has really been moving the football.
And it's been great execution. They've done exactly what they've wanted to do. Build the lead. Now Palmer's a different animal. Now you got to protect it.
You can tell they were paying attention in practice this week in the film room because they have gone out, everybody right now on the same page.
This is one of the things that's hard about stopping the option. That wasn't a big gain, but you look up, and they're in 2nd and short, 2nd and medium. They put you behind the sticks consistently as a defense. This defense has to be aggressive, make sure they get to this quarterback, and make him make quick decisions.
And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. They'll turn to the Wildcat to keep this drive alive. On the direct snap, it's Cook. They thought they could just run it on 3rd and short, but this defense was there to make the stop.
Yeah, that's a really good job by the defense because when you get in that 3rd and medium area, listen, you got to be worried about the run and the pass. Did a good job playing both, got it stopped, now forcing a 4th down.
On 4th down, trying to find his man. Finds the tight end. Looks as if Texas A&M will have enough for the 1st down.
Well, I think the experience on offense was a big reason why the head coach felt confident going for it there on 4th down. He says a lot of guys that have played a lot of snaps. They've been in these big game moments before. Ice in their veins. You saw it.
And the heat gets home. They knock him down back at the 45.
Man, that's exactly what this defense needs. They found themselves now in a hole. They're trailing. Got to get pressure on this QB. Can't give him time to get comfortable. They get to him, get the big sack. Maybe this gets them back in the football game.
This defense is going to have to be careful. Not only do they have to worry about this guy running the football, but they've got to keep their eye on him when he runs routes too. He is a versatile back.
Back to throw, it's McMillan. Using his feet to buy time. Got rid of it just in time. Has no choice but to throw it away, and it'll bring up 4th down. And they're running out the kicker to give it a try. This whole place going to see if this kicker can operate in the sea of noise. Oh, that one will leave a mark. No good. Missed the field goal, but still a 2-touchdown lead at 14. So here is the Tennessee offense. Pulls it in, it's Payne. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on 2nd down. Wide receiver going in motion. Off the bootleg, wants to throw it. And he's going to lose yardage. He was looking everywhere for just a little grass and a little air, and none to be found. They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. Looking downfield, and he needs a bunch. Pass rush coming after the quarterback, and they get him at the 32.
And anytime you hit the quarterback, man, you make him think, you speed up the processor a little bit, and that's the 3rd on the day. This is a unit, actually, that does a good job of that. They're in the top 25 in the country and getting the quarterback on the ground.
Excellent coverage that time. Didn't give him any room to set up a big return. The Texas A&M offense goes back to work. They've already put a couple of scores up, and they look to add to it on this drive. The offense changing the play. Now they'll run it on the toss. Turning it on. Good call, good execution as they move the chains, and they have a first down at the 38. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Might as well give it to him again. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
And when you play defensive end, it's all about getting off the football. You can tell, gets off the football really fast, gets in the backfield, gets the running back before he knows what hit him. What a play by the defensive end.
He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
This defense has got some monsters up front. Individual athleticism. You see guys winning their one-on-ones. They're getting pushed. They're swimming the offensive lineman and then converging on the running back.
They're able to get him stopped just shy of the first down mark.
One of the things I love about this defense is they just have such great awareness, and they're always communicating. They understood the down and distance. They knew exactly what they needed to do to make the tackle to force the punt. That is so well done.
All down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the first down. We're at the 2-minute timeout. They've built a big lead, and they'll try to pile on a little more before the break. And the Aggies kept this drive moving on the ground. Now back to work. They want to run this quarterback. And a pickup of 8 opens a world of opportunities on 2nd and 2.
And that quarterback can go. Just another guy in another system all across college football. All quarterbacks nowadays, they got so much speed, it's ridiculous.
Man, I'm telling you, that has to be exhausting for the defensive lineman trying to chase down guys like that.
It's silly because even when it's a design play and it's a design run like here, fine. But then it's scramble plays and then it's passing plays. He's always a runner. Just exhausting.
He'll pull it on the read. And he'll lose yardage on this play. Loses 2 yards. Great job by the defense. The Aggies with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. Here comes the option. He'll toss it. A solid pickup, and he goes out of bounds at the 30.
Just really solid play by this offense. Nice job. Whatever the defense gives you the option, they're trying to make you wrong. The problem is, defensively, you got so much to cover. Nice chunk gain. Just remember, that quarterback can also stick his foot in the ground, get north-south, and make plays, too.
Caught. Close to the marker. It's Bussey. The chains will move, and they'll have 1st and 10 from inside the red zone at the 18.
Well, we know this guy is special, and because of that, his quarterback is looking to him on critical down and distances. There on that 3rd down, there was no question. It wouldn't have mattered if he was single covered, double covered, man, zone. That's where he was going with it, and the big-time playmaker outside picks up the first.
He now has 79 yards rushing, and that should be no surprise. He's been among the nation's elite all season. They'll try the left side. Relentless, tough running gets it down to the 4. The offense will stop the clock and use one of its timeouts. Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. Tight end in motion, see how the D reacts. Might be calling a hot route. They'll dial up the run on 1st and goal. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Aggies. They've got the lead and trying to put this one in a hammerlock here in Week 10.
And this is blowout city. This offense has been up and down the field. We've seen explosive plays. They score again here right before halftime. I don't know, guys. I mean, can we do running clock in the 2nd half?
Not going to give him a chance to make a play as they boot that thing through the end zone. This late in the half, here's the question. How aggressive will the play calling be? They'll go to the ground. Powers through the defender. Really nice job to squirt his way up to the 31-yard line. We played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Guys, you've been calling a great one today in Knoxville so far. And talk about a first half for the dude in that backfield. That coaching staff has been giving rave reviews on a weekly basis. And through 2 quarters today, he's been a complete game changer. He's breaking the will of this defense, and that's something that's just very tough to quantify.
And the Aggies will kick it away to crank up the second half. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Tennessee ready to go to work the Big Orange offense on the field. When you're facing a deficit like this one to start the second half, you really can't afford to waste a single possession.
Fresh start here in the second half. That's the only way you can look at this if you're on offense. Things did not go your way there in the first half. It starts with one play. To get our confidence going, we just got to get something going early here on this drive.
One play, stay aggressive. Now I think I can be even more aggressive on 4th downs.
It's picked off. That's number 10. Not much on that return, but I think they'll let him slide after making that pick, and they'll have it at the 20.
Man, that is picture-perfect cover 0. When I play cover 0, I'm bringing pressure, and that ball's going to come out. Look at the defense. Ready for that ball to come out of the quarterback's hand. Nice job breaking on the football and going and making the interception.
And this one will be stopped for no gain.
Maybe that stop shows this defense is tightening up, especially in the run game. The offense, frankly, they've been able to do whatever they want to do. They're just handing the ball off. This guy's having success left and right. No serve, no moss, get it together.
Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. Making side adjustments here. They'll try to get outside. Defense there to stop him after he picked up a yard. Ball's at the 17.
It's always fun to watch offensive creativity in the red zone. Like, how are you going to get some space for your guy? They try the toss, get him out wide, maybe get him some space. The defense was ready. Nice job falling forward, getting at least a little bit on the play.
They'll send out the kicker here. And this one only 35 yards out, but not straight away. This one from the left hash. And it's right down the boulevard. And that will extend their lead even further.
And that's a really good response by this defense. Their offense throws an interception, puts them in bad field position. They respond with a stop, force a field goal. Yeah, they got 3 points, but great job by this defense.
The Volunteer offense is back, and they hope it's touchdown time in Tennessee. They've got a long road ahead of them if they want to get back into this game, but they have to get to work on this drive. Works ahead for a couple. They'll stop him at the 27.
And I think this has probably been the most surprising thing of this game so far. This guy's one of the best running backs in the entire country. They just can't get him going. He's never been able to get into a rhythm. You got to give the defense so much credit because they have been able to shut this guy down, and they got to keep that up here in the second half.
They've got it at the 37. It's 1st and 10. Caught in the backfield, it's Payne. And a good job of coverage by that defense, just a short pickup. Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. Fires to the big fella. Nowhere to go and not much to show for that one.
Nice route there by the tight end, making it real easy for his quarterback to find an easy completion.
And this offense just can't afford not to get the 1st down here. Already trailing big, and the clock is not their friend. Caught in the backfield, it's Hardy. He's not going to make it. What a job by this defense to stop him in his tracks. The Volunteers decide to punt it away. They've been busy out there to punt for the 5th time today. That thing was down for a while, but the big bounce carried it into the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. So here comes the Texas A&M offense back onto the field. They kicked a field goal on the last drive, Jesse. They've got the lead. Don't make a dumb mistake, but maintain your aggressive play calling.
Yeah, no doubt. And I think it's for the play caller right now, just taking a look at that script he's got in front of him and finding out where are my playmakers, who can we take advantage of on this defense to get a touchdown here.
Yeah, and just keep moving the ball down the field. Just execute a little bit better in the red zone. There's no need to panic. We're moving the football, and we got the lead.
Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down. Trying to pick up a 1st down. Looking downfield, it's McMillan. Quarterback doing what he does best. He can move. And they can't make the connection on third down. The Aggies send out the punt team to kick it away. Coverage team was down there to corral him. They made the stop, and they'll mark it at the 39. So here is the Tennessee offense. That last drive fizzled out, Jesse. They had to punt it.
Yeah, they did. And, David, they're just going to have to do a better job this time around erasing the mental mistakes.
And just trying to solve the defensive riddle, understanding what they're trying to do to you and attack them.
Grab behind the line. It's Bennett.
My old coach said you'll never go broke taking a profit. Take what's there, take the positive yards, and never complain.
And the Volunteers in a good spot here with 2nd and short. Bring in the heat. Caught near the sticks. It's Matthews. He's out of bounds, but not before picking up enough for the first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Wants to throw on first down. Strong pass rush gets to the quarterback, and they get him at the 46. And the Vols trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play.
And this defense is just simply not playing around. They've got a big lead, and they're not playing big prevent coverages, bend, don't break. They're just going to let this offense dink and dunk the ball down the field and waste time. Third play of the drive, they get a sack. They're staying aggressive, and they're getting after this quarterback.
On 3rd and long, hoping to throw beyond the sticks. With the catch, it's Matthews. He's going to come up a couple of yards short of the first down. The Vols will send out the punt unit. And these guys have been busy. 6th punt of the day. Not going to take a chance to grab that one as it bounces out of bounds. This drive opens up at the 23-yard line. This quarterback part of their running game. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender. They're dealing with a 2nd and long. Looking downfield, it's McMillan. A safe call on the wide receiver screen. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain.
They're trying to throw the wide receiver screen to pick up that first down, but the defense just too much speed getting to the ball carrier on that one.
3rd down conversion's always a huge stat, and they've got a 3rd and long from the 27. They'll go to the air. Got it behind the line. It's Cook. And he never had a chance. As soon as he caught it, the defense was right there. Secures it at the 30. He's got great speed. Smashes ahead. Touchdown, Vols! Special teams coming through the 3rd aspect of the game, delivering big time.
What a great return. The home crowd needed something to rally around. You're down. You needed to spark. You needed to make a big play. And the punt returner says, I got this. Great job following his blocks, making the big play, turning this crowd upside down.
One more period to go, and we'll see just how much fight they've got left in them. Kicker has everything lined up and about set to get this one underway. Fielded in the end zone, it's Williams. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. So here comes the Texas A&M offense back onto the field. They really didn't move the ball at all the last time they had it, hoping for better fortune this time around. The run from the shotgun. He's brought down at the 29 after a 10-yard gain. He's now up to 95 yards on the ground, and he's been terrific all season, ranking in the top 10 in rushing. Grabbed in the backfield. It's Bussey. He steps out right at the 40-yard line, and now they are in business moving toward midfield. Now from the 40, it's 1st and 10. Back to throw, it's McMillan. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
And it's nice to be a QB in this spot. He's had a great day, man. Like, great day. They built a huge lead. Now, incompletion's okay. Just take care of the football. Don't throw that thing to the other team.
Slithers into space. He puts him in business across the 50 into the 46-yard line. It'll be first down.
It's a point in the game, I think, as a coaching staff where you really challenge your offensive line to go win the football game, right? We've got to lead late. We're going to run the football. And the defense and everybody in the stadium knows that's what's going to happen. Can we run the ball down their throats? And
snags it inside the 20. He is down at the 1. A terrific run after the throw and catch. It's first and goal as Texas A&M comes to the line. They'll try to get it in with the run. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. See if they can get it done on second and goal. Tries again to get it in. And they didn't get it forward an inch. Defense wins the battle up front.
And it's not a surprise who they gave the football to. When you get down to this area, they're going to call his name. The physical back, they're going to give him the football. They're going to use...
Touchdown, Aggie! And the pummeling has started. That one puts them in really good shape to get back on the right track and get another W.
Reese, that's 3 for the young fella. I mean, this dude's smelling the end zone. Anytime he gets near it, you know he's going to lower his shoulder, do whatever it takes to get in the end zone. The hat trick, the 3rd touchdown.
Tennessee ready to go to work the Big Orange offense on the field. That last drive won't go on the highlight reel after ending in a punt. They'd like to be more productive this time, David.
And I think this offense has to be a little bit more balanced. Find a little balance between the run.
And the pressure gets there. And down he goes at the 18.
You know, it doesn't matter how talented you are as a quarterback, how accurate you are, how athletic you are. If you're on your back most of the day, it's going to be very hard to win the game. That's been the case.
Oh, he's got some space. Just steamrolling the defense. They corral him out of bounds. Mark it down at the 38, and this offense might have something going. New set of downs after the completion. Grabbed in the middle. It's Davis. They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the first down.
The offense has struggled. They're not going to win this game, but trust me, this coaching staff is still trying to find things to build off of for next week. And after an explosive play like that, maybe they can generate just a little bit of momentum and gain.
Hits the accelerator to the right. And he got away from the defense and takes it in. Touchdown, Tennessee. He'll try to tack on one more.
And that is just outstanding execution on that pass play. Great route by the receiver. Good timing on the throw by the QB. Receiver catches it in stride, turns on the jets, and is gone.
They're down big, but they'll keep fighting to the bitter end and line up for the onside kick here. It's as if that ball had a magnet going back to the offense. How in the world did they keep it? Texas A&M has it back, and we say howdy to the Aggie offense again. We thought we might see some of this. They'll go to the Wildcat formation here. And what a drive that was the last time they had it. Basically the length of the field. Much better starting point this time. Wildcat didn't get much. Picked up a few on that one.
And when you're down later in the football game, you got to start taking some chances. And that was a beautiful run blitz. Great job playing the probability, understanding it might be a run. They run some clock, and they guess right, and then
just too much of a rush, and down goes the quarterback just behind the midfield stripe at the 49.
Man, it didn't take long for the defense to get help on that play. You see them playing man coverage in the back end, slowing down the routes from the receivers and the rest of the offense. That forced the quarterback to have to hold on to it for just a split second longer, and they were able to get the sack.
Texas A&M will have to boot it away. 3 and out, and not much choice but to get rid of the ball. And the offense is really backed up as this ball is down at the 5.
Nice job. A little hang time, getting it up in the air. It's coming inside the 10. That thing goes inside the 5-yard line. That is exactly how you draw it up.
They'll keep it on the ground to the right. Running into the open space. There he goes. Powers through. Out of bounds at the 22, and just like that, they're out of trouble. From their own 23, it'll be 1st and 10. Looking to throw on 1st down. The sure hands, it's Bennett. Moves up to the 34-yard line, give him a 10-yard pickup.
And it's frustrating as a defense when you give up that 1st down and you give up that pass play. But here we go with this offense. They're right back on the ball. You got to flush that. You got to get lined up, and you got to communicate.
The defense is in great position right now because they've got a huge lead here in the 4th quarter. They know the offense has to take shots to try to get themselves back in the game. So they're calling their coverages accordingly, and there was nowhere to go with that football. Really nice job by the defense being in position to force the incompletion.
And he's brought down after a nice game. The Volunteers will hustle to the line.
Nice job by the quarterback, seeing the receiver come over, getting him the football, making the 1st down, and they like to do this. When they make a 1st down, they want to go fast. They want to crank up the tempo.
That pressure got to him, and he just had to chuck it out of bounds.
And this is always the time in the game where coaches are absolutely watching. Like, which one of my guys mail it in and quit? And if you're the quarterback, man, you've been sacked a few times, you've turned the football over, like, continue to play, find some ways to maybe get a few 1st downs and make something positive happen.
He makes the stop almost as soon as he catches it, and they're short of the 1st down. Clock stops, and we've reached the 2-minute timeout. This offense looking for anything to cut into this big lead. It'll be 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. He hurls one deep down the left side. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers. Down in the 4th quarter, it's too late for empty possessions. They'll go for it on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. Converts on 4th down. Still going. Defense needs to regroup as he gets it down to the 26. Quick timeout call by the offense after the play. And the Volunteers will snap it on 1st and 10. Wants to throw again. Makes the catch. It's Hardy. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd down, he'll throw it. Fires to the middle. It's caught. And they make the connection, and he's got it at the 10-yard line, set up with a red zone opportunity. Looking downfield on 1st down. Catch in the middle, it's Hardy. Can't quite cross the plane to get the 6, but they'll have the 1st down. Sprinting to the line to try to get this one off. Clock's running. He'll set up to throw. It's complete. Into the house. Touchdown, Volunteers!
The one thing you know about this offense, they're going to keep fighting, right? They're down on the scoreboard right now, but they're trying everything they can. Nice job there, finding a way to score that touchdown. And listen, we've seen crazier things happen before in college football. This thing ain't over until there's zeros on the clock.
21.
Texas A&M has it back in the offense, ready to go to work. And these guys come out feeling some game pressure. Things have tightened up, and they punted it last time they had it. Wants to adjust the pattern. Smart move to keep it on the ground. Stop behind the line of scrimmage, and that is a rare sight for this defense today against this guy. Toss sweep right. Got a little space. Past the 1st down marker and still running. Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible.
Really been impressed by the balance we've seen from this offense so far in the game, but I think you got to give a lot of the credit to the running game because it's been able to freeze these defenses, help set up play action. They've been physical at the point of attack. I think that really has been the key force for this offense so far, having the success they've had.
And that's exactly what I want from my offense. Like, listen, they're out of timeouts. I want this clock to tick. Now, we have seen some college coaches across college football continue to run the football and also give up the football and give a gift to the other team. This one's over if I just take a knee.
And he's brought down after a nice gain. It's first down from the 11. On the option. They just blew through that offensive line. It's a 4-yard loss. They get the W, and with that being win number 6, looks as if they're going bowling, guys.
And that's a good moment for this squad, right? Like, you start every season, you have big goals. It usually starts with your conference championship and winning a national championship, maybe going to the playoffs. Everybody has different goals, but getting to a bowl is always sweet, and this team's eligible now.
I know the coaches are really happy about this, the AD and the fans, because they know what it means for the program, right? You're going to get those 15 extra practices at the end of the year to help develop young talent. Looking ahead to next season, but that's next season. There's still a lot of football left to go this year. Let's just see how good of a bowl game they can get to.
That's going to do it from here.